Hello! Hi guys. Okay, so a couple of things, okay? I think 4.2 page 300, the ones that were assigned for homework, has a few problems that are more difficult than others. Number 37 to 42, and I can't be here to explain it to you physically, so I want you to be successful on your Friday's quiz. Therefore, I'm going to go over it with you right now. Just a few of them at least, okay? Just remember that sine, went over in class already. The sine is an odd function, right? Being odd means whenever you have opposite degrees, whenever you have an opposite angle degree, that means it's going to be a different value, right? The range is going to be a different value, or we can think about the ratio is going to be a different value. I mean, it's going to be opposite of each other, okay? So you can see that sine of t, but opposite of sine of t is going to be is going to equal sine of negative t. Okay, and even, cosine is even, that means cosine of t is going to equal cosine of the opposite angle, which means that they have the same range values, okay? Alright, so can I digest that? But we're really not going to really use it. Because if you really understand what's happening, then you probably won't even need that concept. So I'm going to go over with you number 37 to 42. I'm sure maybe you're already done with this and you probably understand it pretty well. Remember, sine t is equal to 1/3. So think about the angle t. It could be anything you really desire. It could be a negative angle or a positive angle. It doesn't matter. But what we do know for sure is that sine of t is 1/3. That means if we had a unit circle like this, right? Sine of t, you know that these values repeat, right? If this is a, b, these values repeat. It's just that whenever you go to the left, it's going to be negative ab. Whenever you go to the third quadrant, it's going to be negative a, negative b. When you go to the fourth quadrant here, the same point repeats, except it's going to be positive a, negative b. See if you understand that. All right, but now, sine of t is 1/3. That means what we can think about is that maybe this guy is t. That angle is t right here. Let me write it bigger. That angle is t. Let me write this a little bit bigger, okay? So I'll draw a bigger circle. Maybe this angle is t. And we're saying we don't care what the a is because sine of t 1/3 means the y is 1/3, right? That means they want to know when sine of negative t is. Well, if that's t, can't we go the other way to get actual negative t angle here? That's negative t. That means what's this coordinate, you guys? It's a, yes, a and negative 1/3, right? That's why this guy is negative 1/3 because we went down. Or you can also think of it this way. Sine of negative t is going to equal opposite of positive sine t. Okay, you can think of it that way as well. But I don't like to memorize this kind of things. Understand the concept, but also you can actually picture it. How about cosecant of negative t? That's obvious. It's going to be just negative 3, right? If you know sine of negative t, then you obviously know cosecant of negative t. All right? Now try this one on your own, okay? And let's go to cosine. I'm just going to do 37, 39, and 41 for you, and you could actually think about these ones because they're kind of similar. All right, let's go to number 39. Number 39 says cosine of negative t is equal to negative 1/5. And you also know that cosine is an even, right? Even, okay? That means, you remember, cosine of negative t is going to equal cosine of t. Whatever the output for cosine of negative t is going to equal the same thing. So obviously this one you don't have to think too much because they're going to be even. That means if it's negative t or positive t, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the same. However, you can think of it this way too. Same. Let's be consistent with our methods, okay? Cosine of negative t, you guys, it doesn't matter where you make negative t. However, I like to make it consistent with this at least. It's negative t. It says cosine of negative t is going to equal negative 1/5. But I know I should maybe think of it this way, right? So maybe this guy, I don't care what this guy is, but maybe this guy you could say it's negative t right there. And that's going to give us negative 1/5 b. We don't care about what b is because we're not talking about sine. We're only talking about cosine. But now it says right here, cosine of t. Well, if that's negative t here, then isn't this t here? Isn't that t? It's negative t here because whatever the angle is, right? And this guy is going to be t. Therefore, this guy is the same x value. So it's going to be 1/5 here and whatever b is. That's why this justifies negative 1/5 here. Well, obviously, if cosine of t is negative 1/5, what about secant of negative t? Well, you can connect that with this guy because they're just reciprocal functions. So it's going to be negative 5. Okay? So you know what? Let me actually erase this so you guys can see the answers clearly. But you can also check it with each other or in the textbook. So again, this guy is going to be negative 1/5 because they're equal to each other. And this guy is going to be negative 5. Okay? Let's do this one, though. Number 41. Whoa, it looks so scary. Sine of t is 4/5. So again, let's draw our circle. consistent with our methods, right? Sine of t, I don't care what t is. I'm just going to say this is t, and it's 4/5. So I don't care what a is, because that's cosine, and cosine sine is 4/5, okay? So that's the y value. Now it says here pi minus t. Remember, we talked about this in class. Isn't this guy actually pi? So where's pi minus t? Where's pi minus t? Well, we know that this guy appears here, here, here. I mean, actually 4 places, sorry. It kind of draws a butterfly every time, okay? Now, pi is here. What's pi minus t? Well, isn't this t? So isn't this guy pi minus t? This angle here, pi minus t. So this guy is going to be what? Well, the a stays the same. And doesn't the 4/5 stay the same too, you guys? That's why this guy is 4/5. This guy is going to be 4/5. All right? How about pi plus t? Or t plus 5? Isn't this actually t here? Isn't this pi? And it's going to be pi plus this angle of t, right? So this guy's over here. And that's obviously going to be, what's the y coordinate, right? It's going to be negative 4/5. Okay? Try to understand that a little bit better. And for the quiz, yes, there will be questions like this. But if you understand this picture more clearly, and slow down a little bit, and also keep in mind these properties here, I think you should be able to do it, okay? All right. Well, good luck with these questions. They're very similar, okay? All right. Good luck. Bye.